understand what they gotta be doing?
Yes, go!
Come on, no more. On the ball. Here we go. All right, let's go.
Go, Joe. You switch.
Come on, heads up.
Go, go, go!
Let's go. Come on, fire out. Come on, you run the ball too.
Sorry, Jim.
Go, go, go!
Have the attention of the French corner parents.
Go, go.
On the outside, line it up.
A roster. Heat announced battle roster. Sun Devil Stadium, 1995 homecoming. Rancho Penasquitos Hot Water Football. Patrick Ashton. Number 13, Dustin Rosnes. Number 20, Weston Mitchell. Number 21, Chris Ashton. Number 22, Matthew Lutz. Number 26, Kevin Rojas. Number 27, Andrew Denny. Number 36, John Ripking. Number 41, Brett McAllister. Number 43, Seth Clayburgh. Number 44, Kevin Cohen. Number 46, Pudge Redobly. Number 48, Matthew Reyes. Number 49, Michael Murray. Number 50, Josh Gonzalez. Number 55, Chris Oxidine. Number 56, Nick McCoy. Number 60, Clifton Simo. Number 66, David Aguirre. Number 75, Daniel Burkett. Number 79, Kyle Gunning. Number 80, Nicholas Salufo. Number 82, Russell Kirkpatrick. Number 83, Brandon Ewing. Number 85, Alex Wynn. Number 87, Brian Carr. Number 88, Brian Laws. Number 90, Robert Shackelford. Number 97, Travis Vachel. And number 99, Jonathan Elliott. Your 1995 Mighty Mite Division Outlaws. Andrew Michaels.
Come on, buddy. Look fine. Look
Number
fine. Look
5,
fine.
Jay Trumbull. Number 7, Jeremiah Rushton. Number 8, Tyler Herman. Number 9, Chase Kelly. Number 10, Scott Gazada. Bear with me while I turn pages. Number 11, Jack Orskizovich. Number 12, Shane McKay. Number 16, Christopher Haskett. Number 17, Matt Marabella. Number 19, Adam Green. Number 20, Eric Quirk. Number 21, Colin Erie. Number 42, Robert Corbin. Number 28, Jerry Ewell. Number 31, Craig Kitnick. Number 32, Nicholas Bay. Number 34, Brett Lamuno. Number 44, Taylor Jackson. Number 50, Gregory Goebel. Number 54, Ryan Pagan. Number 55, Jed Goldstein. Number 57, Jared Bausch. Number 65, John Christensen. Number 81, Matthew DeBrun. Number 82, Alvaro Salazino. Number 88, Mitchell Croner. Number 91, Jake DeRose. Number 98, Brian Murphy. Number 99, Richard Smith. Welcome to Sun Devil Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Back to kick is number 13.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Steve Farrell from George Langerman Productions, and it's our pleasure to bring you Mighty Mite football. We're here at Sun Devil Stadium at Mount Carmel High School in Rancho Penasquitos, California. It is Saturday morning, 10 a.m., October 28th, 1995, and it's our pleasure to bring you this big game between the Rancho Penasquitos Outlaws and the San Dieguito Giants. The Outlaws in red about to kick off. Dustin Rossness kicks off downfield to the Giants in white and blue. Ball picked up right there by number 57. And that is Jared Bausch, who runs the ball out to about the 43-yard line. And the tackle is made there by number 20, Weston Mitchell of the Outlaws. We'll bring you a little background on both teams. Once again, the Outlaws in red, who have just kicked off, are on the defensive side of the ball. And the Giants have the ball on the right side of your screen in the white and blue. And we've got to keep an eye on both these squads. They both have fairly sophisticated offenses. These are boys that are just 8, 9, and 10 years of age, actually 7, 8, and 9 years of age. And we'll see some fairly sophisticated offenses anyway. Giants with the ball right now. Jared Bausch, number 57. Back to pass. Actually, that was Chase Kelly. Back to pass for the Giants. Throws it out there deep. Nice throw by Kelly. Incomplete. Almost picked off by Andrew Denny. And that'll bring up a second down and 10 yards to go. The Giants once again on their own 42-yard line. The Rancho Penasquitos Outlaws in red on the left side of your screen come into today's action with a record of 3-4. The Giants come in with an undefeated record of 7-0. Up to the line now goes the QB, Chase Kelly. Kelly with the two-back set. Kelly with a nice fake. Hands off now to number 21, Colin Erie. Erie picks up a nice gain on the play, picks up about 5 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 5 now.
Number 48, Matt Reyes, and number 46, Pudge Redobley.
Coaches are calling the play.
Looks like Pudge Redobley and Matthew Reyes were in on that particular tackle right there. Keep an eye on Kelly now. We've seen him throw rather deep, or rather too deep, actually. We've also seen him throw a nice fake on a handoff. Kelly, number 9, gets up under the line. Now with the 3-back set, throws number 98, Brian Murphy, into motion. Hands off now to number 57. That's Jared Bausch. Bausch around the end and good for a first down. Bausch is down there just past the first down marker out to about the 47-yard line of Rancho Penasquitos right now. 1st and 10. Giants moving the ball pretty well in their first set of downs. Let's tell you a little bit about the Outlaws now. The Outlaws are coached by head coach Bill Oxidine. Assistant coaches are Robert Denny, David Aguirre, Buddy Redobly, Dan Wynn. Team manager is Chris Laws. And we also want to mention Norma and Kelly Gunning and Jerry Repking. Into motion once again goes Murphy. Murphy out to this side. Pitch out this time to Bausch. Bausch around the end. Bausch still moving, picks up his own fumble and stays on the move. What a move by Bausch. Finally dragged down by Robert Shackelford, and that's a first down all the way down to the 27-yard line of Rancho Penasquitos, and that is some kind of play right there by Jared Bausch. Bausch takes the pitch out from Kelly, runs to the outside, to the near side, and bounces the ball, fumbles it. It bounces right back into his arms. It actually helps him get some extra yardage. After he picks it up, he scrambles down for another 4 or 5 yards. Great play right there, and a pickup of about 20 yards on the play. Keep an eye on the Giants now. The Giants have number 21, Colin Erie, in the backfield, along with Brian Murphy. The handoff goes to Murphy. Murphy breaks one tackle, gets the ball down to the 25 to the 24-yard line, and he's brought down there by a host of Outlaws. It looks like number 46, Pudge Redobly, was in on the play, on the tackle. And it looks like Clifton Simo, number 60, also in on that tackle. Giants moving the ball real well. As you can see, the coaches are allowed to stay out on the field with the guys. Now, at this level, Mighty Mites, this is the last level they're able to do that in. After this, they go into junior peewee. And they're out there on their own. Now with the 3-back set, let's see who's going to go into motion. Once again, Kelly barking him out. Into motion once again goes Murphy. Murphy out to the right side. The pitch out goes to number 21, Colin Erie. Erie's out in the open. Erie down to about the 23. Erie is down to about the 21-yard line. And a good tackle made right there. Good-looking tackle there by number 27, Andrew Denny. And Denny really stuck with it, stuck with Erie on that play and did a really good job. Running into the game now is number 13, Dustin Rosnes. And running out for a breather, number 50, Joshua Gonzalez. Second down now, actually third down, and about 4 yards to go now for the Giants. Giants moving the ball real well here. Once again, the Giants come in with that undefeated 7-0 record. The Outlaws with the 3-4 record would like to even it up at 4-4. The Giants right now don't look like they want to have anything to do with that. The fumble, looks like Kelly might have fallen right back down on it. Let's see. And the ball has been turned over. The Outlaws pick it up. They've got it, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Big break here for the Outlaws, and you can see the exuberance in the Outlaw offensive unit running out onto that field. And on the sidelines, you can hear the crowd right below us. They're digging it. So that nice drive there by the Giants, thwarted by a fumble. It looks like Kelly lost control of the ball there. And that first turnover of the game is in favor of the Outlaws.
Outlaws come up to the line.
Handoff now by number 13, Dustin Rosnes. And that play was dragged down behind the line of scrimmage. The ball was originally handed off to Andrew Denny, the running back, number 27. But looks like Chase Kelly, number 9, gets through real quick into the backfield, makes a nice-looking tackle, but there's flags on the play. And it looks like that call is going to go against the Outlaws. I believe it is illegal motion, illegal procedure, and now they're discussing, the referees are discussing with the Giants exactly how they want to handle it. Illegal procedure against the Outlaws, 5 yards. Repeat of down, that'll bring up a 1st and 15 now for the Outlaws from their own 15-yard line or thereabouts.
It would now be 1st down and 2 or 3 zip codes.
Okay, the public address announcer here at Sun Devil Stadium is throwing a little bit of humor into his announcing. Rosnes now once again up to the line. Rosnes turns around, hands off through the center of the line. Looks like once again that was Andrew Denny. Denny threw for a yard or 2. I'd say about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 12 now for the Outlaws. We'll play 10-minute quarters. We've got 5:50 remaining in the first quarter.
Nifty 50 tickets.
Outlaws coming up to the line again. Once again, Denny in the backfield in the I formation. Rossness barking him out under the center. Pitch out to Denny. Denny out to the outside. Denny avoids one tackle and gets through for maybe no gain on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 12 now. And the Giants swarmed all over that. Once again, keep an eye on number 9, Chase Kelly on defense. Kelly actually was the first white jersey in there, but Denny got around that after a good block was made and then dragged down by the remainder of the Giant defensive unit.
This will bring up 3rd and about 13.
3rd and 13, 3rd and 12, somewhere around there. Once again, Andrew Denny in the backfield. Looks like he's got a... Oh! Look at that play! Chase Kelly charges into the backfield of the Outlaws. Pudge Redobley is there, number 46, trying to make a run, and Kelly comes in, and you can hear that smack all the way up here. Nice play by Kelly.
Tremendous hit.
And that'll bring up a 4th down and about 16 yards ago now for the Outlaws. And we'll see what the Outlaws elect to do on this particular play. Are they going to go with the punt? Rossness, the QB, is their punter. Or maybe they'll go for it on 4th. Let's see what's going on. They've got Kevin Cohen in the backfield. Now he's moving out to the left side, or to the far side. It is going to be a punt. No rush on the punt at this level.
Good kick.
And it looks like that was Robert
On the reception.
Shackelford that made the punt. Ball picked up right there by Brian Murphy. Murphy moving the ball all the way around, gets it down to about the 18-yard line of Rancho Penasquitos, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Giants from the Rancho Penasquitos 18-yard line. So the punt doesn't get the Outlaws very far, and now once again they're facing that Giant offense, and the Giants are deep down there in Outlaw territory. Clock running with 4:03 remaining in the first quarter. We'll tell you a little bit about the Outlaws now. They're led by number 11, Patrick Ashton. Number 13 is Dustin Rossness. Number 20, Weston Mitchell. Number 21 is Christopher Ashton. Let's see now. Chase Kelly up into the quarterback position. Single setback is Jared Bausch. Looks like Kelly's back to pass. Kelly rolls out to his right. The pass is up. It's high enough, and it looks like that's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Pass was thrown to Brian Murphy, number 98.
Excellent effort by the quarterback.
Murphy was all the way down to about the 8-yard line, but no good. That won't count. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Let's bring you the rest of that Outlaw lineup. Number 22, Matthew Lutz. Number 26 is Kevin Rojas. Number 27, the running back, Andrew Denny. Number 36, John Repking. Number 41 is Brett McAllister. Number 43 is Seth Clayberg. Number 44 is Kevin Cohen. Number 46 is Andrew Pudge Redobley. Number 48 is Matthew Reyes. Number 49, Michael Murray. Number 50 is Joshua Gonzalez. Number 55 is Christopher Oxidine. 2 backs now in Kelly's backfield. And the fumble looks like it's been picked up by Kelly. This time he had Murphy in the backfield with him, along with number 21, Colin Erie. Actually, that fumble recovery was by Murphy. Number 56, once again for the Outlaws, Nicholas McCoy. Number 60, Clifton Simo. Number 66, David Aguirre. Number 75 is Daniel Burkhead. Number 79 is Kyle Gunning. Number 80 is Nicholas Salufo. Number 82 is Russell Kirkpatrick. Number 83, Brandon Ewing. Once again, now it looks like we've got Erie and Murphy in the backfield behind Kelly. Kelly fakes to both, and on the keeper, gets through for about 3 or 4 yards. Tackle made there by Pudge Redobley, along with a little bit of help from the rest of his teammates. Redobley looks like he got there first.
By number 48, Matthew Reyes.
And a pickup of a couple of yards on the play. That'll bring up a 4th down now and about 7 yards to go for the Giants. And I think the Giants might be going for it since they're so far downfield here, and the Outlaws have had trouble moving the ball. I doubt that the Giants will be going for a punt or a kick at this point. They're going to go for it on 4th. Number 85 for the Outlaws is Alex Wynn. Number 87, Brian Clark. Number 88, Bryant Laws. Number 90, Robert Shackelford. Number 97, Travis Vachel. And number 99 is Jonathan Elliott. We'll bring you the Giants coaches and lineups in just a few moments. Right now we got Kelly barking them out. Bausch in motion, hands off to Murphy, and Murphy threw for maybe a yard, and that ball is going to be turned over on downs to the Outlaws. So the Outlaws are going to have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line with 2:08 remaining in the first quarter. Still no score. Let's tell you a little bit more now about the Giants. The Giants are led by head coach Sean Kirkwood. Assistant coaches are Britt Galano, Chris Rogers, Rick Martinez, John Ramuno. Business manager Linda Kirkwood. Equipment manager is Randy B. Green. Once again, the Giants are 7-0. They're wearing the navy and white. They're on defense right now, deep in Outlaw territory. Outlaws coming up to the ball right now. Rosnes, number 13, in there at QB with the I formation. Rosnes goes off to number 27, Andrew Denny. Denny out to the outside, and he is dragged down there by Jack Oreskovich, number 11 of the Giants. Good play there by Oreskovich.
Jack Oreskovich on the tackle.
Running off the field quickly now, number 56, Nicholas McCoy for the Outlaws. 2nd down now and about 11 yards to go. A loss of about 2 feet on that particular play. Looks like the center, Christopher Oxidine, up to the line of scrimmage. Rosnes with the I formation. He's got Denny back there with him. Flag on the play. They hand it off to Denny. Actually, he hands off to 48, Matthew Reyes. Reyes threw for maybe a yard, but we've got flags on the play. Patrick Ashton running into the game now for the Outlaws. Running out, looks like that's number 80. I believe that's number 86, or is that number 88? It looks like number 88, Bryant Laws, runs off the field. It is 88.
Ladies and gentlemen, while they're getting that all figured out, I'd like to take this time to announce
Illegal procedure now called against the Outlaws. Repeat of down. That'll bring up a 2nd and 16 now for the Outlaws. The ball is all the way down now to their own 11-yard line. The Outlaws have got to move this ball. We'll bring you that Giant lineup. The San Dieguito Giants, wearing navy and white, are led by number 1, David Schachter. Number 2 is Brian Reisinger. Number 3 is Andrew Beaumarchais. Number 5 is McKay Turnbull. Number 7, Jeremiah Rushton.
and Andrea Tracy. In fact, let's give all the cheerleaders a big hand.
Rosnes up to the line. Rosnes pitches out to Denny. Denny, dragged down, way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like that was number 57, Jared Bausch. We've seen lots of Bausch so far this morning. We've seen Colin Erie, Brian Murphy, Chase Kelly doing a lot of damage out there. I know there's more Giants that we're going to see before this game is over. Oreskovich made a nice tackle just a few moments ago. Running onto the field now, Brandon Reisinger. And running off for a breather, Chase Kelly, number 9. 3rd down now and about 18 yards to go. The Outlaws with the ball on their own 6. And that is the end of the first quarter. And we are in a scoreless tie at the end of the first quarter between the Rancho Penasquitos Outlaws and the San Dieguito Giants. Once again, this is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. Let me bring you the remainder of that Giant lineup while we can. Number 8 is Tyler Herman. Number 9, the QB and a good defensive player, Chase Kelly. Number 10, Scott Gazdeka. Number 11 is Jack Oreskovich. Number 12 is Sean McNeil. Number 19 is Adam Green. Number 20, Eric Quirk. Number 21, the running back, Colin Erie. Number 24, Robert Corbin. Number 28 is Jeremy Ewell. Number 31 is Craig Kitnick. Number 32 is Nicholas Vey. Number 34 is Brett Ramuno. Number 44, Taylor Jackson. Number 50, Gregory Goebel. Number 54 is Ryan Pagan. Number 55 is Jed Goldstein. Number 57, Jared Bausch. Number 65 is John Christensen. Number 82 is Alvaro Salazano. Number 88 is Mitchell Kroner. Number 91, Jake DeRodes, the center. Number 98, Brian Murphy. We've seen plenty of Murphy so far today. Number 99, Richard Smith. Okay, we're now at the beginning of the second quarter. Once again, the Outlaws with the ball on their own 6 or 7 yard line. They're looking at a 3rd and about 17 yards to go now. And they've had a hard time moving the ball. But they've done a good job of containing the Giants. The Giants have moved the ball fairly well, but the Outlaws have come up with it each time. Rosnes now up to the line of scrimmage with a 3-back set. Everybody moving to the near side. Coming our way. Nice looking run right there by number 48, Matthew Reyes. And Reyes had lots of open field in front of him. He must have been smelling touchdown, but a little slip of the foot, and too bad because there's a lot of green out there in front of Reyes. But a nice pickup on the play. Pickup of about 4 yards on the play. Actually, an 8-yard pickup on the play. That'll bring up now a 4th down and about 12. Outlaws have the ball right now on their own 14-yard line. And let's see what they elect to do on 4th down. And they are going to kick again. Once again, they're going to use Robert Shackelford, number 90, to kick. And keep in mind that the punter has as much time as he needs to kick the ball. There's no rush at this particular level. So Shackelford is back now. And a pretty good-looking punt by Shackelford drives Bausch all the way back to the 35. Bausch still at the 35, jukes and goes the other way. Down to the 25 is Bausch. Down to the 20. Bausch could go all the way. Down to the 10. Down to the 5. Touchdown Giants. No flags. Giants in the lead 6-0. Jared Bausch picked up a good, solid punt by Shackelford all the way out at the 35-yard line. Moved to his right, decided against it, and then flew out to his left, went to the sidelines. And after that, there was just a few red jerseys between him and the goal line, and Bausch turned on the speed and put up the 6 points. So with 8:44 remaining in the second quarter, the Giants have got 6 on the board, and it looks like the Giants are going to go for the place kick and the 2 points. At this level, the kick is worth 2 points, and if they run or throw it in from this distance, it'll be an extra 1 point. So holding will be number 21, Colin Erie. And it looks like Bausch, who scored the touchdown, is also going to handle the kicking duties. So the ball will be placed at about the 12-yard line, which makes it a 22-yard kick. There will be no rush at this level, so Colin Erie has as much time as he wants to place the ball. Bausch's kick is up. It's high enough.
And with 8 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the first,
And it's good.
the score is Giants 8,
Giants 8,
Outlaws 0.
Outlaws 0. Once again, Bausch puts up the 6 with the big punt return and then puts up 2 more with the good boot.
You're on.
Giants getting set to kick off now. They'll kick off from the 40. Outlaws are back to receive. They're at about their own 32-yard line to receive. And it's Jake DeRodes who kicks the squibbler down just past the 50-yard line. Ball is picked up there by number 83, Brandon Ewing.
Ewing dropped on it.
And Ewing lands on it and wisely just stays there with it. So it's going to be Outlaws ball from their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10 with 8:36 remaining in the second quarter.
We have snow cones. Snow cones, yes. Snow cones.
Running onto the field now for the Giants, Mitchell Croner, number 88. Croner running back off the field now at the direction of head coach Sean Kirkwood. Chris Oxendine moves up to the center. Rossness at QB. Rossness with three backs in his backfield. Rossness, everybody moving to the right, but he hands off to the left to Denny. Denny runs left. Actually, it's runs right, runs to the far side. Gets the ball down to about the 44-yard line of the Giants. Nice run there by Denny. Pickup of about 7 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 yards to go now. Nice looking run there by Andrew Denny. Nice looking offense there by the Outlaws. They use the 3-back set. They run 2 of their backs out to this side, to the left side, to our side. And then Denny gets the ball out to the right from Rossness. And that throws the defense off a little bit, and it picks up 7 yards. Now split wide to the right is Ashton. I formation. Rossness goes right off to number 80. Looks like that was Salufo.
Oh, that was close.
Salufo tries to trudge through the middle.
It was number 50. Excuse me, number 20. And that's That's a first down.
Okay, the public address thinks it was number 20, Weston Mitchell, that made the carry. I thought it was number 80, actually, Nicholas Salufo. Let's take a look at this backfield again. We've got Matthew Reyes in the backfield, number 48. Of course, Denny is back there. And there is Reyes, who pounds through.
Number 48, Matthew Reyes. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Second down and 7 yards to go now. Good moves here by the Outlaws. The Outlaws look like a whole new team now that they've had 8 points scored against them. They look like they're serious and they're ready to make some moves. Giants a little slow getting their defensive replacements onto the field. Rosnes with the misdirectional play once again. And Denny's wide open. Denny's going all the way. Denny's going to get 6 points on the board for sure. There's no flags anywhere. Touchdown, Outlaws. The Outlaws on 2nd and 7 from the Giant 38-yard line, running in on a misdirectional play all the way in for the TD. They've got 6 points on the board now.
Touchdown, Outlaws.
And you have to love that. We just spoke about that misdirection play that they run. This time they run it to perfection. The Giants bite for it, and it costs them. Beautiful looking play, and now they're going to go for the 2 points as well. Robert Shackelford.
Now we have to take care of the paperwork.
Back to kick. It looks good. And it counts. Okay, they actually kicked from the 7-yard line. I said the 12 before. I was mistaken. It's a 7-yard line. So that makes it like a 17-yard kick, and that was a good-looking kick right there by Robert Shackelford. So he's got 2 points to his credit. And we've got ourselves a tie ball game with 6:24 remaining in the second quarter. It is the Outlaws 8 and the Giants 8.
And we're ready for the kickoff.
Outlaws ready to kick now from their own 40. Rosnes will handle the kick. Nice kick by Rosnes. All the way down to the 35. Picked up there by number 11, Oreskovich. Oreskovich is drilled to the ground by guess who? Number 27, Andrew Denny. Also number 48, Matthew Reyes in on the tackle. And the Outlaws are looking like a whole new team these last few minutes. 1st and 10 from the Giant 34. And this game has all of a sudden gotten really interesting. Running in now, we see number 55, Christopher Oxendine. We see number 99, Jonathan Elliott out there. There's 11, Patrick Ashton. And timeout, Outlaws. Looks like that's the first timeout of the game. With 5:45 remaining in the second quarter, it is, once again, the Outlaws 8 and the Giants 8. First and 10 Giants. Kelly turns around, gives it off to Bausch. Bausch moving through now. Nice pickup there by Bausch. Good 7-yard pickup on that play. And this guy, Jared Bausch, has been doing the job so far today. Matthew Reyes, once again, in on the tackle. Number 48, Matt Reyes, all over the field now for the Outlaws, offensively and defensively. Let's take a look at that Outlaw defense. I see number 43 out there, Seth Clayberg, in at a defensive back position. Matthew Lutz also at a defensive back position. Now Lutz and Ashton switching positions. 2-back set now for the Giants. Giants turn around.
Swarm. Whistle blows.
Looks like this time they hand it off to number 32, Nicholas Vey. And Vey picks up maybe a foot on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 1.5 yards now for the Giants. Giants have got the ball down to their own 42. We've got Denny in a safety position there for the Outlaw defense.
Maybe having a problem with the scoreboard.
Rossness is up on the line, either in a linebacker or a defensive end position. As we mentioned before, Christopher Oxidine there, number 55, in on the defense. We also see number 75 out there, Daniel Burkhead.
Okay, we're getting hand signals. How much time?
9 minutes on the clock.
Jonathan Elliott, number 99, out there on the defense for the Outlaws.
Well, there's 50.
Okay, we've got a little bit of a problem with the clock now. The referees are talking to the people in the booth, trying to fix that clock up. the whole scoreboard is out. Okay, they're gonna have to put about 5 minutes back up onto that clock. Once again, a tie game, 8-8. Not a lot of action right away in the game. A little bit of back and forth stuff. The Giants look like they were moving the ball pretty well, and all of a sudden Bausch runs back a punt, 35 yards, and then kicks it through for 8 points. Andrew Denny answers immediately with about a 35-yard run for a TD, and then Robert Shackelford kicked up 2 points. The Giants are ready to go. The referees and the scorekeepers are not. And a lot of laughing going on amongst the referees and the people below us in the booth. The boys down on the field just want to play. The adults are all cracking up.
Again, we do have a lot of refreshments up here, and we have snow cones,
Brian Murphy in the backfield,
hot dogs.
behind the quarterback, Kelly,
The officials on the field have made a command.
along with number 32, Nicholas Vey. Earlier in the game, we saw a lot of number 21, Colin Erie. Now we're seeing a lot of Vey. And they hand off this time to Murphy.
There's another ruling. Second winner of the day. Mr. Matthew Reyes.
And Matt Reyes, number 48, is smacking people out there. Reyes once again with the hard tackle. Looks like that's Murphy that's down on the play. Reyes means very serious business out here. And you really got to like the way the Outlaws played that. They go down 8-0 to a team that's undefeated on the season. They come in with the 3-4 record. And even though they go down 8-0 right away, what do? They run the thing right downfield. They move the ball real well, and then they just run it right in for a TD, put up the 2 points right away, and tie this thing up. And now they're showing us the real solid, tough defense there, especially Reyes. But there's a lot of guys out there that are sticking people, and these are two good-looking squads out here. It's really hard to believe these guys are only 7, 8, and 9 years of age. They've got some fairly sophisticated offensive plays. There's Murphy getting up now and walking off on his own. Looks like Murphy's going to be okay. He gets a warm round of applause from the gallery here. Pretty good crowd on hand. The family and friends of both squads are on the same side of the field, over here by the refreshments.
Kids are tough, though.
Clock starts again with 4:45 remaining in the second quarter. Once again, the game tied at 8-8. And so far, this has been a real good game to watch. As you can hear, the crowd's really into it. The Outlaws that are on the side, the Outlaw players are really cheering their teammates on. They want some defense. They're calling for it. The Giants up to the line again. And we've got Erie now along with Vey, with Murphy out of the game. And they give it out to Bausch. Bausch is through for the first down. On fourth down, Bausch through for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Giants from their own 46-yard line. You got to hand it to Jared Bausch. He had to break a few tackles to get past that first down marker. He made it. 1st and 10 now for the Giants. They needed that run from Bausch. They got it.
Ball spotted on the 46. 1st and 10.
Once again, the Outlaw defense out there. We'll try to bring you all the names. There's Andrew Denny, number 27. Number 99 is Jonathan Elliott out there on defense. We mentioned before Seth Clayberg, number 43 in the defensive back position. Patrick Ashton out there is at a defensive back position. Now Denny switching positions with Clayberg. Back to passes, Kelly. Kelly downfield. He's got a man open, but he underthrows it. Pass was intended for Jack Oreskovich. Oreskovich wide open on the play. Kelly couldn't get the ball all the way out there, and that's a missed opportunity for the Giants. Incomplete, 2nd and 10 now. Once again, the Giants at their own 46. Giants come up to the line once again. Split wide to the right is Oreskovich. Kelly up on the line. Slot left. Reverse. Hand it off this time to Erie. Erie bobbles the ball. Keeps in possession of it. I can't believe Erie got that ball. Goes down the sideline. Nice run by Erie. And he actually picks up a couple of yards on the play. Erie picks up about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up about a 3rd and 7 now for the Giants. They're at the 50-yard line.
Nevertheless, he went out.
Colin Erie on the reverse, brings the ball, has the ball in his own backfield, deep in his own backfield. Again, somebody on the Giants drops the ball. It bounces right back into his arms, and he continues to run with it. Off the field, running off the field now is number 60, Clifton Simo of the Outlaws. Christopher Ashton, number 21, out there in a defensive back position for the Outlaws. The two-back set now. Slot right. And lots of red jerseys come flying through the line. Were they drawn off? The Giants don't think so. And on 3rd and 7, the Giants would love a 5-yard encroachment penalty against the defense, and that's exactly what they've got. And that'll put them in a position where they're in 3rd and 2 now, 3rd and 1.5, and the Giants like that. The Outlaws could ill afford jumping off at that point on 3rd and 7 for the Giants. They were playing the good D. They were holding the Giants fairly well, making them work for every yard. Looks like it's Vey and Erie in the backfield again. Kelly fakes the handoff, goes outside to Bausch. Bausch surrounded by red jerseys, still trying to break tackles. Bausch almost gets through, but in real fast to finish things off. Looks like that was number 46, Pudge Redobley. Redobley throwing some weight around. And Redobley put an end to any aspirations Bausch may have had of breaking 3 tacklers. And a timeout is now called by the Giants with 3:01 remaining in the 2nd quarter. The score is Giants 8, Outlaws 8. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. Kelly up to the line with the single setback. Looks like that's Erie alone in the backfield. Now we've got a flag on the field. We do have a flag. And it's going to be a delay of game against the Giants. Giants really messed up there on 4th down. They had a 4th and about 6. Now they're looking at a 4th and 11. Big mistake there by the Giants. Referees marching off the 5 yards. The clock remains at 3:01.
They benefit every time you get a hamburger, a hot dog, a cup of coffee, breakfast burrito, Philly cheesesteak, all that stuff.
And it looks like now that the Giants are going to kick. They've got number 98, Brian Murphy. It's good to see Murphy back in the game. He's the fellow that was hurt a little while ago. Murphy bobbles the snap. Now he's ready to punt. Low punt by Murphy. Bounces the right way. And it looks like everyone's just going to let this thing roll to a stop at the Outlaw 43-yard line. It'll be Outlaw ball. 1st and 10 from their own 43 with 2:55 remaining in the 2nd quarter. This game is tied at 8 apiece. Outlaws up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, Rosnes on the line with the 2-back set. Rosnes pitches out this time to Denny. Denny around to the outside. Denny can't help but pick up a few yards. This guy is a good running back. Denny threw for about 5 yards on the play. Brings the ball out to the 47-yard line. 5-yard pickup there. And Andrew Denny is able to make yards where there are no yards. You gotta like the way this young man runs the ball.
Only allow people on this side, so please come over.
On 2nd and 5 now, the Outlaws move up to the line. Number 13, Rosnes once again, barking him out with a 3-back set. Rosnes hands off right behind the line of scrimmage. It looks like that ball went to Reyes. Reyes, no yards on the play. Tackle there by number 21, Colin Erie. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 now for the Outlaws. Timeout call by the Outlaws. That's their second of the half with 1:35 remaining. The score is tied at 8. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. Rosnes with the 2-back I formation on the quarterback keeper. Rosnes goes through the line, doesn't get anywhere. He is driven back into his own backfield on 3rd down. A loss of yardage there for the Outlaws. Once again, in on the tackle, Colin Erie, number 21. Looks like number 91, Jake DeRodes, got in on that tackle. Murphy's there on the defense. Erie is there on the defense. 91, DeRodes, we told you about him. Bausch is out there defensively. Kelly is out there defensively for the Giants. It looks like number 50, Gregory Goebel, is out on the field. Number 50 for the Giants. Reskovich, number 11 for the Giants, out there, the defensive back position. Also out there, Adam Green, number 19, in a defensive position for the Giants.
Question for the Outlaw cheerleaders.
Number 79, Kyle Gunning, in there for the Outlaws.
Do the Outlaw cheerleaders have spirit in their britches?
Nicholas Vey playing a defensive position for the Giants.
Time to clear it.
On 4th down and about 4 yards to go, Outlaws would like this 1st down with 1:15 remaining. And Dustin Rosnes calls his own timeout. That is the 3rd and should be the final timeout of this half for the Outlaws with 1:15 remaining. You can hear that giant crowd chanting defense on 4th and 4. There's the snap. They hand off to Denny. Denny's on his way. Denny runs down to the 30-yard line. And I don't know what was stopping him there.
First down, Outlaws. Ball kick.
But nice run by Denny. It just appeared like he could have picked up more yards. I don't know what was going on there. 1:08 remaining now in the 2nd quarter. And that's a 1st down now for the Outlaws. They're down to their own 31-yard line. Jed Goldstein, number 55, runs into the game now for the Giants. Running off is number 24, Robert Corbin. Denny hit behind the line of scrimmage by Bausch. Bausch just plants Denny into the turf. Denny's slow getting up. He's hurt.
He's out there playing though.
Okay, Denny is up and back on the field, and he's okay, and that's good news. Kevin Cohen, number 44, is out there for the Outlaws. We'll see if Cohen goes into a running back position. Denny is one heck of a runner, and he's up on his feet on the sidelines, and he looks okay. So he should be back in the game for the 2nd half. There's only 18 seconds remaining now. The Outlaws with just a few, with no timeouts remaining and just 12 seconds on the clock. They got to go for it all now, and they are. Ross is back to throw. And pushing off, and the flag. Patrick Ashton pushed off against Jack Oreskovich, and that's offensive interference with 6 seconds remaining on the 1st half clock. And the whole ballpark saw that.
Well, I'll just wait.
And the public addresser here, Mr. Redobley, is quite amusing. He's pretending as if he didn't see that particular infraction. Publicly. If you can hear Mr. Redobley, who is the father of one of the players on the Outlaws, Pudge Redobley. He's up here doing the public address, and he's very amusing. So I hope I can let you catch him across our particular broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm reminded that we really need to give these officials a hand also.
And there's a hand for the officials. And this should be the last play of the half. And the pitch out to Denny. Denny back in the game, and the fumble goes to Bausch. Bausch recovers that with 4 seconds, no timeout, 4 seconds now remaining. So the Giants are going to get at least a final player or so.
And a timeout called by the Giants.
Giants have called timeout with 4 seconds remaining on the first half clock. Giants ball. Kelly takes the snap. Bausch is back there to block. Kelly going back to pass and throws a nice sideline pass out towards Murphy. And Murphy is racked up there by Andrew Denny, and that is the end of the first half. So a good-looking first half from both squads, and at the halftime, it is the Outlaws 8 and the Giants 8. We've still got 2 quarters of football remaining, and we'll be back with all the action after the halftime. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions.
Lining up for the kickoff.
Interesting setup here. Jake DeRodes once again will do the kicking. Giants will kick off to the Outlaws here. Tie game, 8-8, starting the third quarter now. DeRodes with a squibbler gets the ball out to about the 50, and it's touched by one of the Giants and fallen on by the Giants now. And it is Giant ball. And the Rancho Penasquitos crowd wants to know who in a red jersey actually touched that ball. I thought it got touched by both teams, although I couldn't tell you who touched it on the Outlaws, but I thought it did get touched by a red jersey. Outlaws fall on it immediately afterwards, and it's their own ball right at their own 49.5-yard line, 1st and 10. Kelly stays at QB. Murphy's back and okay. We'll see if he's out there in this particular set. We know he got back from that injury he had. We're still looking to see if Andrew Denny's okay. If he's back in the game, we'll see shortly. Denny will make his presence known. Bausch in motion. They hand off to Murphy. Murphy around to the near side. Murphy down to the 45. Murphy down to the 40. That's the first down. 30-yard line. Murphy could go all the way. Murphy's down to the 20. Murphy is knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line by number 27. There he is, Andrew Denny. As we said, he'd make his presence known. And that is a big 35-yard gain right there for the Giants. Big run for Brian Murphy, number 98. The Giants down to the 15-yard line now of the Outlaws. Outlaws with their backs to the wall. Craig Kitnick runs off the field now for the Giants. Also running off the field, Scott Gazdeka. Chris Haskett, number 16, into the game for the Giants. Kelly takes the snap. He's back to pass. Straight drop back. Throws it out to Bausch. TD. No flags. I've got a second down in motion. Outstanding. Straight drop back by Kelly. Bausch out for the pass, is wide open for his second touchdown of the game. Boy, that play looked picture perfect. We know Bausch kicked for 2 points last time. Looks like this time it's going to be Murphy kicking for the 2 points with Colin Erie holding. Ball will be placed at about the 7-yard line. As we mentioned before, it's about a 17-yard kick. No rushes allowed. The ball is set and placed. Here's Murphy, and too low, and that's not going to count. So the score is going to stay right where it is at 14-8 now.
And with 9 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third.
Giants in the lead, 14-8, 9:23 remaining in the third. So the Giants, who kicked off to start the second half, gained possession of the ball on their own kickoff and run it right in for 6 points. Another squibbler is through. Denny is there to pick it up, and he is smacked right away by Bausch. Jared Bausch just through with the good speed, the solid tackling techniques. Jared Bausch is just dangerous out there. He's scored 2 touchdowns today and then wants to smack people anyway.
Robert Shackelford was the recipient of that hit.
Looks like that was number 90, Robert Shackelford, that grabbed possession of the ball. I thought it was Denny. No, it was Denny, number 27. He's coming off the field after taking that hit. Also running off now, Weston Mitchell, number 20. So it'll be Outlaws ball, 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. 8:45 remaining in the third quarter. Outlaws would like to move the ball right here. They've got the I formation. They stay with Rosnes as their QB. Nice pickup on the play. Reyes is the ball carrier.
Taken down by number 32, Nicholas Vay.
Looks like Nicholas Vay made the tackle, number 32 for the Giants. Pickup of about 4 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6 now for the Outlaws.
2nd and 6, Outlaws.
Bryant Laws runs off the field now, number 88 for the Outlaws. Outlaws stay with that I formation. Rosnes hands off. And no gain on the play.
Ball carrier by Robert Shackelford.
Looks like it was Shackelford that ran the ball that time, number 90 for the Outlaws. Running off the field now, looks like we see number 56, Nicholas McCoy, running off. Number 46, Redobley, is in there on the offense for the Outlaws. Jeremiah Rushton runs off for the Giants. Kelly's in, number 9, defensively for the Giants. I formation now. It looks like we've got Shackelford in the backfield. And the ball is handed off. Looks like that was off to Andrew Denny. Denny back in the game, gets the first down. Great looking run by Denny, tackled by Bausch. Bausch is all over the field. So across the midfield line, the Outlaws have got the ball at the Giant 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Denny once again, his right hand up to his face. And it looks like Denny's having a little trouble there. He's taking a couple of shots either to the nose or the face today. He's come off the field a number of times. He's done some great running out there. I mean, he's looked terrific, but he's been racked up. And it's probably not his fault the way Bausch is out there smacking people. And the Outlaw coaches are breaking out the ice for Denny. And Denny's got some shiner there in the right eye. And that's got to hurt if you take a couple of smacks to the head. Jonathan Elliott was in motion momentarily. Now he's straight up on the line. They hand off to Reyes. Reyes threw for a few yards. Outlaws are grinding it out and looking pretty good here offensively. If they could sustain one of these drives, and kick through 2 after they get a TD. If they kick through 2, they'd be ahead by 2 points. And the way Shackelford kicked that last one through for 2, it looks like he could do it again. So it would really behoove the Outlaws to move this ball downfield here. They need Denny back in this game. Handoff goes through the middle, maybe a pickup of a yard. Good solid Giant defense right there. Looks like Kelly and Turnbull in on the tackle. Kevin Cohen, number 44, running off the field for the Outlaws. 5:05 remaining in the third quarter. Giants in the lead, 14-8. Rosnes off to Redobly. Redobly is through. Redobly down for the first down. Dragged down by Murphy. First down, Outlaws.
48, Matthew Reyes.
Outlaws move the ball all the way down to the 33-yard line of the Giants. First and 10 from there. Clock running with 4:46 remaining in the third quarter. The Outlaws look good in this possession. Oxidine up to the center position. I formation behind Rosnes. Rosnes turns. Looks like he heads off to Reyes. Reyes, number 48, looks like he's through for about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up a second down and about 6 now. Outlaws moving the ball nicely. They've got the ball down to the 29, 30-yard line now. Rosnes with the I formation. Rosnes on the keeper. Tries to break it to the outside. Doesn't get out there quick enough. Erie and Murphy are both there for the Giants, and they drag Rosnes down for a loss. And there's a flag on the play.
Looks like a little bit of loss of yardage. Ball spotted on a foul.
15-yarder called against the Giants. That'll bring up a first and 10 for the Outlaws now from the Giants 16. And that 15-yard penalty is costly. Number 1, David Schachter out there on the defensive line for the Giants. The Outlaws on the move now. Rosnes hands off to, looks like Eric Quirk, number 20. Oh, actually, that was Weston Mitchell, number 20. Mitchell threw for about half a yard on the play. That'll bring up a second and about 9.
Ball carrier number 90, Robert Shackelford. Pick up of
Actually, it was 90, Robert Shackelford, that picks up about a yard on the play. Running off the field now is number 66, David Aguirre. Aguirre back on the sideline. Second and 9 now with 2:42 remaining in the third quarter. Outlaws on the move. Slow developing play, still picks up about 5 yards. Number 48, Matthew Reyes, threw for about 5 there. That'll bring up a third and about 4 now. We'll call that 3rd and 5. And the Outlaws have got the ball down to the Giant 10-yard line. It looks like the Outlaws are ready to call a timeout. They do so, their first timeout of the second half. And with 2:14 remaining on the third quarter clock, it is the Giants 14 and the Outlaws 8 and threatening. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. Third down and about 5 now for the Outlaws.
Okay, 3rd and about 5.
And no flags are thrown on that.
Carrier Matthew Reyes.
And Reyes threw for about a 2-yard pickup. I thought I saw the defense maybe move a little bit too soon, but no call there by the referees. That'll bring up a 4th down and about 2 now. And the Outlaws have got the ball down to about the 7 or 8 yard line now. Actually, it's the 8-yard line. And they could really use a 3 or 4 yard pickup right here. Rossness up to the line. The handoff. And they don't make it. The ball's going to be turned over to the Giants on downs. The Giants are going to gain possession of the ball on their own 7-yard line. And the Outlaw drive has been stopped. With 1:28 remaining in the third quarter, the Giants have the 14-8 lead. They'd like to burn up some clock now and move that ball downfield if they could.
First and 10 Giants.
Kyle Gunning, number 79, out there defensively for the Outlaws. Christopher Ashton, number 21, out there defensively. Running out to the field now, Dustin Rossness, late getting out into the field. 82, Russell Kirkpatrick is out there in a defensive back possession. Flag on the play.
Yankees be applied. Somebody got too close to that line of scrimmage thing.
Okay, looks like one of the Outlaws actually lined up in the neutral zone.
First and 5.
And that's going to cost the Outlaws 5 yards now. So the Giants get a free 5. Now they'll have a first down, 5 yards to go from their own 12-yard line. Kelly up to the line with the 2-back set. Kelly turns around, fakes the handoff, goes for the pass, and it's almost intercepted by Russell Kirkpatrick, number 82.
Valiant effort.
But Kirkpatrick can't come up with it, and he's frustrated. And that'll bring up now a 2nd and 5 for the Giants from their own 12. Kelly is running off the field now. So with Kelly off the field, it looks like we'll have Jared Bausch going at QB. Let's see what the story is here for these Giants. My guess is that Bausch will go in at QB. Let's see. It is Bausch. Jared Bausch is at QB now. He's got Murphy in the backfield. And there's the whistle by the referees. The flag is thrown. We might have a delay of game penalty called against the Giants here. And that's going to bring things back 5 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for the Giants. Kelly's still on the sideline. Let's see if they run him in for this next play. Clock stops with 28 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Second and 10, Bausch at QB, 3-back set, Murphy in motion. Bausch turns around, heads out to the near side. This guy can run. Nice block there by Murphy, but they're going to call it a clip by Murphy, I believe.
I see a little yellow hanky down there.
And that's what it is. The holding call is against number 98, Brian Murphy. It was a nice looking block, but it wasn't legal.
At any rate.
So that's not going to count. And the referees are now talking to the Outlaws about what they'd like to do.
I think they're going to move the ball towards the scoreboard.
Well, it's a holding call against the offense. I thought I saw an illegal block by Brian Murphy. And with 2nd down, it's going to be a 2nd and about 15 now for the Giants. The ball is at their own 4-yard line. Clock starts now, down to 15 seconds. Kelly back in at QB. Single setback is Bausch. And I saw motion, no flags. Kelly rolls out right to pass. He's surrounded by red. He throws it out to Murphy. Murphy's open out there, and it's good for a first down. If there's no flags, it's going to count. No flags, it's good. First down on the pass from Kelly to Murphy, and that is the end of the third quarter. with the score, the Giants 14 and the Outlaws 8. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions. We've got 10 minutes of football remaining in this very exciting Mighty Mite game here at Sun Devil Stadium. Seth Clayberg runs in for the Outlaw defense. Kelly back at QB for the Giants. Giants have got the ball on their own 22-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. That was a clutch pass play. Murphy is the single setback. Kelly at the line of scrimmage. And who jumped first? My guess it was the offense. I saw a lot of movement, and Kelly didn't have the ball yet. Illegal procedures called against the defense. Wait a minute. Illegal procedure is called against the offense. Okay, that's the call. That's what I saw.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying this game, no matter where you're from, give these players a big hand. For a Mighty Mite football team level that this is, I think you folks are witnessing one heck of a game.
Kelly hands off right along the line to Bausch. Nobody knows Bausch has the ball. Bausch breaks the tackle and gets the ball out to about the 24-yard line.
Finally brought down by number 46.
Pickup of about 8 yards on that play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7 now for the Giants with 9:15 remaining in the game. Matthew Lutz, number 22, runs off the field for the Outlaws. Kevin Rojas, number 26, in there for the Outlaws defensively at a defensive back position. Kelly back to pass, fakes the pass, hands off to Murphy, but that doesn't fool anybody. Lots of Outlaws in there. Loss on the play. Who's in there to make that tackle? Looks like that was number 44, Kevin Cohen. Cohen was all over that. Didn't get fooled.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
And that brings up a 3rd and 12 now for the Giants. Clock ticking down, 8:30 remaining in the game. Giants in the lead, 14-8. They don't mind if the clock ticks down a little bit. Murphy and Erie in the backfield. Kelly barking them out. And we've got some movement. Okay. Scott Gazdeka takes a hit
Encroachment. Outlaws.
for no good reason. He gets up, slightly startled.
3rd and 7.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 6 now for the Giants. Once again, Murphy and Erie in the backfield. They hand out to Bausch. That misdirection play again. Bausch could go around the end with this. And he's just grabbed on the ankle. He gets out for the 1st down to the 35. Nice ankle tackle. Looks like it was made by Matt Reyes, number 48. Reyes all over the field today on both sides of the ball.
Started on the 35-yard line.
And that's a 1st down from their own 35 now. 1st and 10 for the Giants. 7:31 remaining. And tripped up is Erie.
Number 21.
Erie picks up about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7, or maybe a 2nd and 8.
Jonathan Elliott.
Number 99, Jonathan Elliott, with the tackle. Running into the game now, number 60, Clifton Simo. Running out, Michael Murray, number 49.
Anybody hungry yet? Anybody thirsty yet? We have a wonderful facility up here. You don't utilize
Murphy and Erie in the backfield. Kelly turns around, goes to Bausch. Bausch up the middle. Bausch through for about a yard. He's dragged down by a host of red jerseys. Pickup of maybe 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. 6:27 remaining in the game.
ball carrier number 57. Got hit by the fudge. Taken down by the whole crew.
Looks like Redobley in there on that tackle. First man there. Third and 5. Kelly back to Erie. Nice block by Bausch. Erie out to the sideline. Being chased. Nice stutter step. Knocked out at the 40-yard line. He was being chased out there by Ashton. Ashton with the good play. Didn't get to make the tackle, but he's the reason that Erie had to stop and juke and gave his therefore Ashton gives his teammates a chance to get over there and make the tackle. Really no gain on the play, so we're looking at a 4th and 5 now for the Giants. And this is where the Outlaws really have to stop the Giants, right here. They need that ball back. They got to force the Giants to either punt, which I don't think the Giants are going to do. I think the Giants are going to go for it on 4th. They've got to stop them, the Outlaws, get possession of that ball somewhere around midfield or better, and then move it. Let's see if they can stop the Giants here. This is a very crucial play in this game. Kelly is back to pass. Erie blocking. Passes back to Bausch. Complete to Bausch. First down. First down. Giants 1st and 10 at the 50. Great catch by Jared Bausch. This guy has been all over the field all day for the Giants. That is a big play. And you really got to hand it to Kelly and Bausch and the entire coaching staff of the Giants for calling that play in this situation. 4th and long. They don't punt. They go for it. They have the confidence. Bausch is out there for the pass. Makes the good catch. Good throw by Kelly. And they get the ball all the way out to the 50-yard line. Now the clock ticking down. 4:24 remaining in the 4th quarter. And timeout is called by the Giants with 4:23 remaining on the clock. Giants in the lead, 14-8. 1st and 10 Giants from the 50-yard line. Kelly's got Murphy and Erie. Bausch is in motion. Kelly's back, rolling right, looking for a pass. He might keep it. He pitches out to Erie. Erie's down to the 45. Erie's down to about the 42-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 2. 4:15 remaining on the clock.
Appear to be 2nd and 2.
Number 80, Nicholas Salufo, defensive back. Bausch in motion. Ball fumbled. Nobody's got it.
Let's see who came up with
This is crucial. And it looks like it's going to stay with the Giants.
Giants retain possession on that little mishap.
Jeremiah Rushton, number 7, into the game now for the Giants. Also Tyler Herman, number 8, into the game. Matt Marabella, number 17, out there for the Giants.
For 2.5, 3 yards. Call it what you will.
3rd down and about 3 now for the Giants.
Giants come
Clock down to 4:10.
Outlaw defense is set.
Murphy in motion. Kelly hands off to Bausch. Here goes Bausch. First down.
Taken down by number 99,
4 minutes remaining in the game.
Jonathan Elliott.
Bausch a little slow getting up, holding onto his right thigh
Player down.
or right knee. We're not sure.
He's a stud. He is a
Jared Bosch is up and limping off the field.
kind of walking careful, but nonetheless.
Giants are going to miss him, even though they've got that 6-point lead with 4 minutes remaining on the clock, and they've got possession of the ball. Jared Bosch gives them that 1st and 10, all the way down at the 37-yard line of the Outlaws, and then he has to come off, but they need him out there, the Giants, or the Outlaws could very well turn this thing around on them.
Right now. Wouldn't you just love one? Dang. Or a burrito. Maybe a Pepsi. Maybe a fruit bowl. Maybe
Erie and Murphy in the backfield. Kelly barking him out. Vey in motion. Nice fake by Kelly. The run stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a 2nd and about 10 now.
Matthew Reyes came in and put the cherry on top of the cake and slammed them all back.
Running off the field now is Jeremiah Rushton, number 7 for the Giants. Clock down to 3 minutes. 2:59 remaining. Giants taking their time. Outlaws need the ball. Kelly up to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they've got Vey back there with Murphy now. And they hand off to Erie anyway. Erie out to the 35. Erie down to the 30. Erie scrambles down to the 27-yard line. That's going to be close to a 1st down with 2:32 remaining on the game clock. And it is going to be the 27-yard line. This could be a 1st down. Referees should stop the clock and maybe measure here. They might eyeball it. And it's going to be called a 1st down. So it's the Giants' ball, 1st and 10 from the Outlaws' 27-yard line with 2:29 remaining on the game clock. And the Outlaws at this point need a turnover. I believe the Outlaws still have all of their second-half timeouts remaining, so they don't necessarily need a turnover, but it would be nice at this point. They're going to need some time to move that ball all the way downfield. Murphy and Erie in the backfield, Kelly up to the line of scrimmage. Bausch still out of the game. Vey in the slot to the right. Kelly off to Vey. Vey way out to the outside. Vey out to the outside. He's down to the 30. Back to the line of scrimmage. Vey is across the line of scrimmage. A pickup of about 4 yards on the play. Took a long time for those 4 yards, but Vey got him. Clock stops due to the Vey running out of bounds with 1:53 remaining in the game.
Taken out by number 48, Matthew Reyes. And with 1 minute and 53 seconds left in this ball game, we have a score that says San Dieguito 14, Rancho Penasquitos Outlaws 8.
Oreskovich is split wide to the left. Murphy and Erie in the backfield. Vey in motion. Kelly fakes out your announcer here. I thought he still had the ball. And the Giants advance it down to the 15-yard line for a 1st down with 1:51, 1:49 now remaining on the game clock.
A couple of Penasquitos players getting up slow.
And the Outlaws have called what I believe to be their first timeout of the second half with 1:40 remaining on the clock. They're 6 points down with their backs to the wall.
San Dieguito parents,
Camera's on.
Okay, ball spotted on the 15. First and 10.
Vay, Erie, and Murphy in the backfield now behind Kelly. Kelly back, goes off to Erie. Erie is down to about the 10-yard line. Pickup of about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 with 1:33 remaining in the game.
Pickup of about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Now the Outlaws need a turnover. Badly. Clock is still running down to 1:11 now. Giants up to the line of scrimmage. Vay, Murphy, and Erie in the backfield. Kelly with the ball. Off to Vay. Vay is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Looks like that tackle was made by number 85, Alex Wynn. Clock down to 42 seconds. Timeout is called by the Outlaws with 41 seconds remaining in the game.
Thank you, Dr. Cohen. Man in a white hat blew his whistle, so that has to mean something.
Giants up to the line now. Once again, they go with that 3-back set. In motion goes Murphy. Murphy out to the right. Kelly takes a snap. Fakes to Vay. Rolls out to the right. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. He's down to the 5. He's down to the 2. And tackled there with 34 seconds remaining on the clock. And that should be a 1st down for the Giants. It'll be 1st and goal to go from the Outlaw 2. They've got the ball with 33 seconds on the clock and a 6-point lead. And there's an Outlaw player down and hurt at about the 5-yard line.
We have a player down on the field.
That was Andrew Redobley, who was down and hurt on the field a few moments ago, but he's up and he looks like he's okay. He's walking off, so that's good.
Here we are. 1st and goal. Giants.
1st and goal, Giants from about the 2-yard line. We've got Murphy and Erie in the backfield now. Vay slot to the right. The keeper by Kelly. Kelly threw for maybe a yard. No pickup on the play at all. Nothing but Outlaws there. 24 seconds remaining on the clock. Clock still ticking down to 21 seconds. And looks like we've got a timeout called. Referee's timeout. Looks like Kelly a little slow getting up now for the Giants.
Something that happens down there around the 10-yard line where people decide to get a little bit nasty about things and say, no, you ain't making no yards now.
Kelly is back up and he's okay. Kelly's not hurt. Bausch is out there. He had come off the field earlier. Okay, Kelly's going to come off the field. Bausch will come in at QB. And it's good to see Jared Bausch back into the game now. He came off the field hurt before. Now Kelly's going to run off hurt. So Jared will play QB. And barring a miracle, the Giants are going to come away with this victory and extend their record to 8-0 on the season. But you never know. There's 8 seconds remaining on the clock. And we've got a referee's flag. We could see one of the Outlaws jump off. He might have been drawn off. Illegal procedure called against the Giants. That'll march them back about 5 yards with 3 seconds remaining on the clock.
That was an announcer route. That's it, folks.
And that is it. The clock has ticked off. The Giants used up the remaining 3 seconds, and the game is over. 2 touchdowns by Jared Bausch. One, the 35-yard punt return in the first quarter, and he kicked through the 2-point conversion after that. Later on, he had a 15-yard reception to put the team up by a score of 14-8. The only scoring was by Andrew Denny on the good-looking run there, just in answer to Bausch's run. and then the 2 points was put through by Shackelford later on. That gave the Outlaws 8 points, and the Giants come away with the 14-8 victory. They extend their record to 8-0. The Outlaws record moves to 3-5. We want to thank everybody that helped us out before the game, getting ready for the broadcast today. I want to thank Tony Baker behind the cameras. This is Steve Farrell for George Landerman Productions. We're not done. We're going to be back with some interviews with the players in just a few moments. Steve Farrell here for George Landerman Productions, and I've got a couple of the Outlaw players here. I've got number 80, Nicholas Salufo, number 85, Alexander Wynn, and right here in the background, number 79, Kyle Gunning. We'll start with Nicholas. Nicholas, what position did you play out there today?
A little bit of wide receiver and mostly corner.
Okay, which one do you like better?
Corner.
How come?
Because you just get to hit more than offense, and I just like and I like to intercept passes sometimes.
So you like the hitting and the defense?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move right over here to Alexander Wynn, number 85. Alex, what's your position out there?
I played 3. I played left tackle, right tackle, and left defensive end.
Okay, what happened out there? You guys were real close. You know, you tied it up. Okay, you got it at 8-8. And then what happened? What made the difference?
They face masked
How many times?
a lot.
A lot. How many times did they get called for it?
0.
Okay, you think it made a big difference in the outcome?
Yeah.
Okay, back here I've got Kyle Gunning. Kyle, do you agree with Alexander on that position?
Yeah.
Okay, what was going on out there? Was a lot of hitting, and were they face masking a little bit?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, what position do you play out there?
I play a little bit of offensive left guard, and I play a little bit of right tackle on defense.
Which one do you like better, Kyle?
Defense.
How come?
Because I just like getting in the backfield and getting the quarterback.
A lot of fun for you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a good time out there, win or lose?
Yeah.
Okay, fellas, congratulations. You got a good-looking squad. You came this close to winning. We'll see you guys out here again sometime in the near future. Thanks for coming on with us. I've got Patrick Ashton and Chris Ashton, and back here I got Andrew Redobley, and we'll start with number 11 first, Patrick. Patrick, what happened out there today? What made the difference?
Well, I played a little wide receiver, but it was a tough game, and it was hard.
Yeah. Now, in the second half, you guys looked like you were moving the ball pretty well there, and you did get a touchdown to show for it in the first half. In the second half, you were moving the ball well. What happened to stall you? Did something go wrong?
Well, I play wide receiver, but yes, a lot of things went wrong because, well, not really. Well, see, when I went out for a pass, I hit somebody down, and I tried to go for a ball, but I hit him down. So that's what happened for the 15-yard penalty back. That's it.
Did you have a good time out there today, Pat?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You guys look like a real good-looking team. This is Christopher Ashton. You guys are brothers?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your position, Chris?
I play corner.
Okay. What does a cornerback do?
People so they don't get out on the outside and earn for touchdowns, so they don't go around you.
Uh-huh.
You got to protect the outside.
Okay, how long you been playing football, Chris?
2 years.
This is your second year?
Uh-huh.
You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Okay. And back here I've got Andrew Redobley. Hey, Andrew, how come they call you Pudge?
When I was young, my dad just gave me that name. I don't know why.
Okay. And you played a number of different positions, didn't you today, Andrew?
Yeah, I played on the line for the offense, and I played 2 other positions, linebacker, and I also played strong safety.
Okay. And what's your favorite of those 3 that you just mentioned?
Linebacker,
How come?
because that's the position where I get to hit more.
Okay. You like the contact?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you got hurt a little bit out there, didn't you, today, Pudge?
Yeah.
What happened?
I tripped over someone and I twisted my ankle.
And how's it feel now?
Fine.
Okay, very good. Fellas, thanks a lot for coming on with us. I've got Bryant Laws and Russell Kirkpatrick, and then back here I've got Robert Shackelford. We'll start with number 88, Bryant Laws. Bryant, what's your position on the field?
Wide receiver.
Okay, what do you do as a wide receiver?
Usually we block the corners, but if it's a passing play, we go out for passes.
Okay, now what were the Giants doing today? Did they do anything that you didn't expect? Did they fool you guys in any way? How come they maintained that lead in the second half?
Well, mostly it was when they were playing offense. They got the defense a lot they had a lot of fakes.
They had a lot of fakes?
Yeah, like they would do a no play where they'd say their count and they wouldn't move, and they got the defense a lot on that.
I see. Okay. And right here we've got number 82, Russell Kirkpatrick. Russell, what's your position?
I play strong safety. That's pretty much what I play. But I used to play wide receiver on gold offense, but he doesn't do gold offense anymore.
Okay. And you like your position?
Yeah,
How long have you been playing football, Russ?
this is my first year.
This is your first year at it. What other sports do you like other than football?
I like basketball, and sometimes I play baseball
Okay.
with my friends.
And what's your favorite?
Football.
Football the favorite? Okay, very good. And back here, Robert Shackelford. Robert, you kicked through for 2 points today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been kicking?
Since like the beginning of the year.
Since the beginning of the year? You just started this year?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you been pretty successful at it?
Yeah.
How many attempts have you made this year?
A lot.
You've kicked quite a few through there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you guys always go for the 2 points?
Mostly.
Mostly. Does that get you a little nervous when it's your turn to go out there?
No.
No, it doesn't bother you at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good for you. What other positions do you play?
Middle linebacker, defensive line, and running back.
Which one do you like the most?
Defensive line.
How come?
Because I like to get in the backfield and sack the quarterback and stuff.
Hey, these guys go for the contact. Hey, fellas, you looked real good out there today. You came up a little bit short of the scoreboard, but you played real hard. It was an entertaining game to watch, so I hope you'll enjoy it if you see it on video. I want to thank you guys for coming on with us. Oh, we've got number 10 here, the Outlaws water boy. And what's your name, pal?
Ryan?
Ryan what?
Loss?
Yeah. And Ryan, how long have you been interested in football? Long time?
I don't know.
You like being around the team on game day?
Mhm.
What do you do?
I give water to the players.
Uh-huh. You enjoy that?
Mhm.
Yeah, you like these guys?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you have a lot of fun. Do you look forward to it? Like when you're in school on Friday, are you thinking about the game on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So you get to come out here and have fun. Are you going to play football soon?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? Okay. And how old do you got to be to play football?
I think I'm 9
Uh-huh.
or 8.
Or 8? And how old are you now?
7.
7. Okay, so maybe next year, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm glad you had a good time out here. Did you think you were going to get on camera today? Did you see that coming?
Uh-huh.
You did. Okay. All right. Well, you want to say hi to anybody out there? You can say hi to anybody you want. Mom, Dad, President, and Hillary Clinton. Anybody you like.
My family.
Your family?
Yeah.
Okay, there they are. Just say hi. Okay, Ryan. Thanks for coming on with us, pal. All right. Way to go, Ryan. All right, we're still up. Right here, I've got, this is number 99 right here, Jonathan Elliott. And I've also got number 66, am I correct? David Aguirre, is that how I say it, David? And we've also got number 55 in the background, the center, Christopher Oxidine. We'll start with Jonathan. Jonathan, you were in on a number of plays today. What was going on out there? What gave those guys a slight edge? I know it's just a scoreboard edge. You guys played pretty evenly throughout most of the game. It was a good game to watch. Did they get an edge on you in any particular way?
Well, I accidentally missed a couple tackles, and that led to a couple of the touchdowns, but mainly they just ran the ball pretty well.
They ran the ball fairly well. Okay. And right here, I've got number 66, David Aguirre. How you doing, David?
Good.
David, what's your position?
Offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah? Do you like playing there?
Yeah.
Okay. How long you been playing football?
This is my first year.
Oh, really? And how do you like it?
It's fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what did you do last year? Did you play soccer or something during this season?
No.
No. What did you do? Just play at home with your friends and stuff? Okay. So you like organized football?
Yeah.
How about the practices? Are they fun?
Sometimes.
Sometimes they're not fun, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. In the background now, we've got Christopher Oxidine. Chris, you're the center. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. How do you like being a center?
Fine.
Okay. How did they make you the center? What gave you the extra responsibility of snapping the ball plus blocking?
Well, the coach just made up an idea for me to be a center.
Oh, I see. So he didn't ask you. He just told you.
Uh-huh.
No argument from you?
The coach's son.
Uh-huh. So he wanted you snapping the ball.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So is that hard? You have to snap the ball plus then you have to block a guy. Is that kind of hard?
Yeah.
Does it interfere with your concentration at all?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So what do you do to combat that?
I like trying to get up the balls pretty fast before the second go. Then I like get it up there and go ahead and block the guy.
Okay. You ever forget what the count is? Do you ever forget where the snap is supposed to be?
Yes.
What do you do?
I usually just leave the ball there. And other guys get offsides.
That's a good one. All right, that's a pretty good method. All right, not bad. All right, so how long have you been playing football now, Chris?
This is my first year.
Really? Okay, and you're going to come back and play again next year?
Yes.
For sure.
Mhm.
Okay, what other sports do you like?
I like soccer and baseball.
And what's your favorite of those three?
Baseball,
How come?
because you get to run, and you get to hit. Sometimes you get to pitch and catch, like almost a home run.
Uh-huh. Yeah, pitching's probably the most fun thing to do in baseball. Okay, you guys look like a real well-organized squad. You guys played real good today. Came up a little bit short on the score, but I want to thank you guys for coming out here. This is what you guys do, right? It's okay to do this? Thanks a lot, fellas. I'm here with two more of the Outlaws. I've got Andrew Denny and Nicholas McCoy. We'll start over here with Andrew. Andrew, you look like you've been through the wars. Where'd you get that shiner?
School.
In school, okay. Now, you came off the field a lot today with a few injuries. You also made a couple of great runs. You scored the touchdown today, but I also had a couple of injuries. What was happening?
Well, the people kept on hitting me, and the helmet kept on sliding down and hit me in the eye.
Okay. So how'd that happen?
Probably because there was no blocking, and the Giants kept on hitting us in the head.
In the head. Now, where'd you get this shiner and everything? You said it was in school?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Someone ran into me when I was walking out of the bathroom.
Oh, okay. So it didn't happen during football?
No.
Okay, now you got a shiner here. You also got some Band-Aids up top. What's that up top there?
It's, yeah.
Same thing. Okay, did you get some stitches?
Mm-mm.
No. But it's hard to play football and have a helmet on when you got all that stuff going on up there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew, you ran real good today. You got the touchdown. Can you tell us what happened on that touchdown run?
Well, I had some good blocking, and I just ran it.
Okay. And it looked pretty easy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you made it look easy. All right, now I've got Nicholas McCoy. How you doing, Nick?
Good.
Nick, what's your position on the field?
Fullback.
Okay, and do you play any defense?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. You like being a running back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your job on most plays? Do you get the ball, or do you block for the other backs, or how does it work?
I block.
Okay. You go charging right through the line?
Not through the line.
You try to get around it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, how long you been playing football, Nick?
A year.
This is your first year?
Yeah.
Okay, now you came to training camp this year, probably in July or August, right? Did you know what position you were going to play?
No.
You just came out for the team?
Yeah.
So what'd they do? They just warmed you up for a couple of days, and all of a sudden they said you're going to be a fullback?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that exciting for you?
Yeah.
You like the idea of running with the ball and being in the backfield, right?
Yep.
All right, now there's a lot of plays to remember. How do you remember them all? I mean, how many different plays are there?
I don't know.
Tough question, huh? You don't even know, but there's a lot of things to remember, right?
Right.
And after a while, it just seems so easy. You remember everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of funny, huh? At the beginning of the season, it seems so difficult, and then all of a sudden, you just know it all. So what was going on out there today with the Giants? Did you know anything about them coming in? Like when you woke up this morning, what were you thinking about when it came to the Giants? Did you know anything about them?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Did you know that they had a good record?
No.
No. You didn't care?
I didn't care.
Okay, you just wanted to play some ball?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys still have a few more games left in this season. Are you going to come out again next year and play football?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. What other sports do you like?
Baseball and soccer.
All right, and what's your favorite of the three?
Baseball or football.
Really? Okay, what position do you like in baseball?
First base.
First base? Okay. Hey, you guys played real good today. You came up a little bit short on the scoreboard, but you look like a real good team out there. And I wasn't the only one saying that. There was a lot of comments all around. Even the public address guy was saying, even after the game when he was off, that it was a real good-looking game. Sometimes it's hard to believe that you guys are as young as you are. You're a really good-looking club out there. Thanks, you guys, for coming on. All right, and we'll see you guys out here again soon. And that just about wraps it up. Once again, the Outlaws come up just a little bit short. They looked real good. I mean, as soon as the Giants scored, the Outlaws came right back. This guy right here, Denny, runs it into the end zone on the far side over here, ties things up right away. And then Shackelford blasts one through for 2 extra points. They tie it up. And then after that, it really looked like the Outlaws were going to do some damage. The Giants got ahead in the second half by only 6 points. Outlaws started moving the ball better than ever at that point. Right in the late third quarter, they really moved the ball downfield. They got it all the way downfield and just came up a little bit short on points, ran out of a little time on the clock, and that was the end of it. But a good effort from all the guys on the club. And I want to thank everybody that helped us out today, getting this broadcast ready. I want to thank Tony Baker, who's back there behind the cameras. I want to thank these guys for coming out and talking with us after the game. And thanks all of you for watching. This is Steve Farrell for George Langevin Productions.